Hello guys and welcome to another one of my walk-around videos. This time it is the brand new Suzuki Swift, and I know what some of you may be thinking, hang on a minute, you've driven that car before, and you would be correct. However, last time it was a quick drive, this time I've got the car for a full week, well just over a full week in fact, so I'm going to be doing a full comprehensive review on it. But that's then, this is now, so without further ado, let's pop this on my head and have a look around. So then, this is the range topping SZ5 model, which would normally cost you £14,499, but because this model is finished in Speedy Blue Metallic, yes, that is the colour's actual name, Speedy Blue, this will cost you £14,984. The colour may have a little bit of a silly name, but I have to say it is a really nice blue. I do really like it. It's definitely my favourite colour in the new Swift. So, because it's the top of the range model, you've got tinted windows, you've got 16-inch polished alloys, which look rather nice. You've got LED tail lights, and up front you have got front fog lamps and LED headlights. And I have to say it looks pretty good. It looks more aggressive than the previous model. It's not quite as cheeky looking, but you know what, I don't mind that. I think it looks really good. Now the new model is wider and it's also a little bit lower, again making it look more aggressive, but it is actually a little bit shorter. So the car is a little bit shorter, but the wheelbase has been extended by 20mm. That means there should be more room inside. So with that in mind, let's jump in. So it's got keyless entry, press once to unlock the front and again to unlock the rear. Oh, actually, whilst I'm here, just a quick thing. The new Swift is only available in 5 doors. Now, quite a few new hatchbacks have gone in that direction. They've ditched 3 doors in favour of 5-door only. Me personally, I don't mind it, but I know some people prefer 3 doors. But the door handle is disguised in the C-pillar, so it looks a little bit more seamless and a little bit more cleaner. So I don't mind 5 doors. All the cars, all the hatchbacks I've owned have always been 5 doors. So me personally, it's not too much of an issue. Right. I'm not going to go through the kit in great detail right now. I will save that for a review. But let me just pop this on quickly so I can talk you through some of the kit. So, as you would expect, it's got front and rear electric windows. It's got lane departure warning, autonomous emergency braking, and it's got adaptive cruise control. It's got automatic lights, navigation, Bluetooth connectivity, smartphone connectivity, DAB radio, and it's got climate control, and of course it's got a USB port and an auxiliary port. And the front of Swift is quite a nice place to be. It's a cheap car, so you have to expect hard scratchy materials. And another thing I don't really like are these white panels. I've got nothing against them per se, but for me personally, I think they should be color coded to be outside of the car. Now you can personalize the new Swift, so I'm sure. Oh, sorry, excuse me. So I'm sure that you could probably change it to match the exterior, but I just think it should really come about as standard. So that I'm being a little bit pernickety, but yes, it should be color coded. Anyway, that aside, let's jump into the rear and show you the space. That's because I've left the ignition on. So let me just turn it off. There we go. Right. So as always, the seat has been altered for my 6'2" frame. As you can see, the legroom isn't fantastic, I'm afraid. I was expecting a little bit more, but obviously shorter passengers won't have an issue. But on the plus side, the headroom is pretty decent. Obviously you can't see it because the GoPro's on my head, so that is definitely a plus point. But yeah, the back of the Swift kind of has its pros and its cons. So let's have a quick look at the boot. Now, one of the drawbacks with the previous Swift was that the boot was rather small. Now, Suzuki has addressed this, and the new boot is 25% larger. Apologies for the mess. I've been filming with another car today, so yeah, I can only apologise. But what you're looking at, other than mess, is 265 litres worth of room, which is not class leading, but it's definitely an improvement. But if you need more room, you can of course fold down the 60/40 seats to give you an increased capacity of 579 litres. So it's definitely a step in the right direction. Right. Lastly, guys, I'm going to talk you through the engine. So if I just pop the bonnet open like so. Quite a few dead bugs where I've had the car on the motorway today. There we go. The engine is still nice and warm. Right, there we go. Right, okay, so what you're looking at, guys, is a 1 litre 3-cylinder petrol. It's for Boosterjet engine, and it produces 109 brake horsepower with 170 newton meters of torque. 0 to 62 miles per hour comes in 10.3 seconds, and the top speed is 121 miles per hour. It's also got a mild hybrid system as well, but again, I will go into greater detail when I do the full review. And I have to say, it's a cracking little engine. Now, you can get the Swift with a 1.2 naturally aspirated petrol, but in all honesty, guys, I would try and avoid that because it's a little bit sluggish. And I just think the Boosterjet engine, it just suits the character of the Swift a lot more. It's a fun engine, it's pokey, it's nippy, and yeah, it is a pretty decent engine. It's mated to a 5-speed manual gearbox, although you can also get a 6-speed automatic, which I have tried, and it's not bad. It's actually, not too bad at all, but I think I'd still rather have the manual. Now, in regards to economy, you're looking at 65.7 miles per gallon on a combined run, and CO2 is less than 100. It's 97 grams per kilometre, so it is definitely quite a green engine. Now, you can also get the car in 4-wheel drive, but you'd have to have the 1.2 engine for that. So unless you really want to have all-wheel drive, I'd recommend Boosterjet, and then power obviously goes to the front wheels. In regards to the engines, the base model Swift, the SZ3 model, that only comes with the 1.2 engine. But like I say, guys, I'd definitely recommend getting the Boosterjet because it is a cracking little engine. Like I said, it has got Suzuki's mild hybrid system, so it's smart hybrid vehicle by Suzuki. So SHVS should really be SHVBS, but I'm being pernickety. I suppose if it's by, you don't really need to add an initial for that, but like I say, just me being silly. But yes, one final walk around of the new Swift, and this is the car I'm going to be testing over the next few days. I have to say, so far I have rather enjoyed it. But yes, like I said earlier, the full review will come next week, but until then, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe for more car obsession.